Genesis Communications presents the show that's helping people see better and feel better all over Florida. It's Ask the Doctor with board-certified optometric physician, certified nutritional specialist, and popular radio host, Dr. Michael Lange of Lange Eye Care and Associates.
Doctor, my eyes, can I see the sky? Is this the prize for having learned how not to cry?
Okay, good morning, and welcome to Ask the Doctor. I'm your host, Dr. Michael Lange of the Lange Eye Institute and Fortify Vitamins, here each and every Saturday morning live to answer any and all questions you have regarding your vision and eye care. If you're new to the program, who's Dr. Lange? Well, I'm a board-certified optometric physician. I'm also a certified nutritional specialist. I founded the Lange Eye Care and Associates, quite a few years back. March 15th, 1993, I opened my first office in Ocala, Florida. Grew to 12 locations. Sold all the locations last year in April, except the Lange Eye Institute. So now I hail from the Lange Eye Institute in the Villages. It's a central location for anybody in Florida. It's easy to get to. The Lange Eye Institute building is close to 35,000 square feet. We do everything from major eye surgery, retinal surgery, to nutritional intervention for eye disease, as well as contact lenses, glasses, all of that under one roof. Also, I do want to mention Michael Tolatino. Dr. Michael Tolatino is on board now at the Lange Eye Institute. He has space inside, right downstairs with me and the gang. And so Dr. Tolatino has been a retina specialist for many years, a nationally recognized retina specialist. He was one of the first, or the inventor of the Avastin injection, the injection that is used by retina specialists all over the world. But he's really into nutrition for macular degeneration as well. So you can see Dr. Tolatino on certain days at the Lange Eye Institute in the Villages now. So we're real happy to have him on board. I'm going to give you the phone number for the Lange Eye Institute. Get a pen and paper. I'll give it to you twice. If you want to set up an appointment to see any of our doctors, the phone number is 352-753-4014. One more time, 352-753-4014. Lange Eye Institute is right there in the Villages on the corner of County Road 101 and 466. So more on the 301 side, not the 441 side. We are open 5 days a week. We're on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. All right, what are we going to talk about today? We got a lot to talk about. First thing, before we take the first call, I want to tell you the solar eclipse is coming this Monday. Do not look at the solar eclipse. I repeat, do not look at the solar eclipse. You have those special ISO-approved solar eclipse glasses. You can use those to view it. You want to take a video of it, a picture of it, you can do that while you're not looking. Just hold your camera up and video it and look at it at a later date, all right? So do not look at that solar eclipse. It will burn your retina, solar retinopathy. You will be a little bit ticked off if you don't follow my directions. If you have animals, dogs and stuff like that, bring them indoors. They don't know they're not supposed to look at the solar eclipse either. And all of a sudden it's going to get dark. They're going to look up at it, and you don't want your animals having solar retinopathy either. So do not look at the solar eclipse. I think it's going to be at its maximum level about 250 on Monday, 2:50 in the afternoon. It'll be kind of exciting. All right, let's see what we're going to do. We're going to go to the phones. Bob, good morning. Welcome to the program.
Dr. Lange.
How are you?
I do not hear you, sir.
Can you hear me now, Bob?
Dr. Lange?
I'm here, but you're not hearing me?
Dr. Lange?
Yep. I'm here. Bob? Bob's not coming in loud and clear. You might have to listen to me on the radio, Bob, and ask the questions. We're going to try. We're under a little bit of, we're going to fix it. So, Bob, you're going to have to call back maybe. All right. Little technical difficulty every now and then on the show. I think once or twice in 26 years isn't bad. All All right. So I also want to mention a great deal we got on a great product right now. If you're watching us actually now on Facebook, okay? So News Talk Florida Facebook, go to News Talk Florida Facebook, and you can watch and see what's going on. I'm holding up a couple of Paleo Simplified bars right now. These are superfood energy bars. You've heard me talk about this a lot lately. I've been eating these bars for over 5 years. These are great. They're low glycemic index. They have spirulina in them. They have goji berries, a lot of other good things in it. They give you prolonged energy during the day. Great for in-between meal snacks. Great for your kids to put in their lunch boxes. And then we have one called Paleo Crunch. It's Honey Nut Fruit Crunch. It's a great breakfast cereal. It's a great pick-me-up in the middle of the day. Learn about these at paleosimplified.com or Fortify Vitamins, fortify.com. And I'm going to give you guys until September 30th a special code to get 30% off if you buy the 5-pack. It's a special multi-pack of the Paleo bars and 1 bag of the Paleo Crunch. You're going to get 30% off, and that is Paleo 30. You can use that at both websites, paleosimplified.com or fortify.com. Or if you come into the Fortify Nutrition Center in Ocala, we'll honor that, and we'll also honor it at the Lange Institute. So once again, 2 websites you can get it from, same price, paleosimplified.com or fortify.com. And you're going to use the code, the promo code at the end of the checkout called Paleo30. And you have to put in 2 orders. You got to order 1 bag, at least 1 bag of the Paleo Crunch. That's the Honey Nut Fruit Crunch. And then you order on the drop down the multi-pack on the Paleo bars. You get 5 of the 3 bars. So you get 15 bars. They're 3 different ones. And the price is going to be, with your discounts, probably about $30. It's a great deal. So if you want to try these, it's a great time to try them. Remember, most of those bars out there that you're snacking on are filled with a lot of garbage, just like most of those vitamins out there. That's why I started the Fortify Vitamin Company. That's why I'm involved with Paleo Simplified now. All right, we're going to attempt to take that call again. Bob, are you there?
Dr. Lang.
Yes. Now, am I coming in loud and clear?
Well, I'm 0 for 2, doctor. I cannot hear you.
Oh, boy. All right.
Dr. Lang.
All right, we're having some sort of technical difficulty, so we're going to fix that. I'm going to address your concerns because I think you're probably calling about the T cells on people that are immune compromised after cancer therapy. So we're going to talk about that right now. All right, while the engineers are fixing it. So after cancer treatment, a lot of times the T cells go down, your CD4 rates go down, and you're become immune compromised. So what do we do to boost the immune system? And this is what we talked about the last few shows a little bit. But one thing I want to reiterate is activation of vitamin D. It seems that, boosting the volume of white blood cells or getting them to recognize these things called rogue cells is actually beneficial by upping your vitamin D uptake, all right? So vitamin D is very important to stimulate your immune system. If you're not getting sunshine on a daily basis, 30 to 40 minutes of sunshine without sunscreen, you need to be taking some supplemental vitamin D. And, most doctors are recommending about 5,000 units, but that depends on your weight. But if you're immune compromised, you might want to take about that level for a period of time under supervision of your doctor. Vitamin K has also been shown to be beneficial in boosting the immune system. So get some sunshine. That's what I recommend, all right? And then eating plenty of organically grown, colorful fruits and vegetables, all right? Very important. Taking your supplements, but taking supplements that are backed by true science, like the Fortify supplements. Any of all those Fortify supplements are good at stimulating your immune system. Drinking a whey protein concentrate because it stimulates glutathione better than anything on the market. Of course, we have Fortify Super Protein. We have chocolate, vanilla, and now the naked protein. That's become hugely popular for all the purists out there that don't want any stevia or lecithin or guar gum in their formulas. Our naked protein is just pure, unadulterated whey protein concentrate from organically raised New Zealand grass-fed cows. These are non-denatured protein. That means it's not been heated to alter the protein, and it hasn't been bleached. Most of the protein you buy at the local store has been bleached and heated to a level where it's not that beneficial anymore. Exercise, very important, improving circulation, releasing beta endorphins, great for stimulating immune system, all right? Sleep is crucial. We talk about sleep all the time. You got to get a good night's sleep. Remember, last week we talked about stimulating your gut. The gut is the second brain. The microbiome is very important in order to have a healthy immune system. So taking some probiotics, taking some enzymes, eating some fermented foods, going on a gluten-free, FODMAP-free diet, all of that will help. Drinking plenty of water, but drinking water that does not fill with fluoride, chlorine, or been reverse osmosis or distilled that removes the minerals. So a good spring water that is alkaline. And then obviously don't smoke, don't abuse alcohol, and be happy, all right? So laugh every now and then, think good thoughts, don't dwell on the negative. So that's Dr. Lange's immune boosting recipe. All right. Phone lines are open, 1-866-977-4820. We're going to go to another phone call. Hopefully we'll be able to actually see if this one's working. Hang on just a second. I think it's probably Steve. Steve in Bradenton, good morning. Uh-oh, Steve in Bradenton.
Hello, you went to me, but now I don't hear you.
Oh, okay. We're having some issues.
Yeah, I don't hear anything.
All right, Steve, if your radio's on, you can ask me those questions.
Dr. Lange, can you hear me?
I can hear you now, but I don't think you can hear
Go
me.
ahead and come in.
All right. So we are having a little technical difficulty. That's okay. I can talk, believe you me. So we got a few other people on hold. You're going to have to hold on until we can get this technical difficulty figured out. So you can hear me now, hopefully on the radio, but you just can't hear me when I talk to you directly. All right, so once again, Dr. Michael Tolentino is in the office at the Lange Institute. You can call the phone number and say you want to get on his schedule, and the phone number at Lange Institute is 352-753-4014. That's 352-753-4014. Also, I'm going to give you the number for Fortify Vitamins. Fortify Vitamins is 866-503-9746. That's 866-503-9746 for Fortify Vitamins. All right, so back to school for kids. All right, all of you kids that are eating breakfast, or your parents that are giving your kids breakfasts that are these colorful, sugary cereals and orange juice on top of that, you got to stop. You wonder why their grades aren't good. You wonder why they get labeled as attention deficit disorder. You wonder why they get labeled as ADD and dyslexic and hyperactive. So stop giving them cereals that are filled with sugar and high color dyes. All right, maybe give them the new Paleo Crunch, Paleo Simplified Honey Nut Crunch. Amazing cereal. Put some A2 cow's milk on it or goat's milk on it, and they'll do fantastic. All right. Remember, the deal we're offering right now for Paleo Simplified is 30% off. I think we got the go-ahead that maybe we're working again, so I'm going to take some phone calls in just a second. But I want to mention one more time, Paleo Simplified bars, and you buy the multi-pack, which is 15 bars in there, and you put an order in for one bag of the Paleo Honey Nut Crunch, and you use the code Paleo30, and you can use that on Fortify.com or PaleoSimplified.com. You're going to get 30% off. We've never done that. It's a great deal because these things aren't marked up that much. So it's a way to get this out to you. We're going to run it until September 30th. All right. Let's see what we can do here. All right. We're going to go to Andy in Fort Myers, good morning.
Hi there. I could hear you loud and clear.
Rock on. All right.
I just a quick question for you. That seems like my entire adult life, when I wake up in the morning, I have this white, milky discharge in the corner of my eyes, and my eyelashes are crusty. Can you tell me exactly what that is?
Yep. So you probably have a condition, a combined condition called blepharitis and meibomian gland dysfunction. This is where we get an accumulation of bacteria, viruses, and even these little mites called Demodex that hang on our eyelashes. And then these things crawl into the glands at night when you're sleeping, and they secrete a little bit of a toxin. They lay eggs, believe it or not. The majority of our listeners have this sometime in their life. And it causes a buildup and a blockage of these glands. Then you secrete a kind of thick, almost cottage cheesy discharge onto your lid margins when you're sleeping at night. And then they get matted shut and they get crusty, and then all this sand, the Sandman comes, is what your mom used to say when you're younger. And so the simplest thing that we do, Andy, is we clean the lids really good before you go to bed. We used to say use baby shampoo, and that works halfway decent. Just scrub them really good with some baby shampoo, and then a warm washcloth, because that heats up the glands and kind of turns this cottage cheese and this thick, waxy stuff into more of an olive oil consistency, so they're not blocked, and you can get a good secretion instead of a thick mucousy secretion while you're sleeping. The best treatment for this, I mean, I've been doing this a long time. The absolute best is something that's relatively new, and it just came out recently, and it's called Clearadex Foam. Now, Clearadex makes pads, but they burn a lot of people. It really is kind of strong. So the Clearadex Foam has a tea tree oil derivative in it that actually helps to, number one, clean the lids very well, and number two, kill a lot of the pathogens that hang out on the eyelashes, especially something called Demodex, which is a little microscopic mite that about 85% of the population after the age of 60 has on their eyelids. So Clearadex is hard to find. You can get it on our Fortify website. You can get it at many eye doctors' locations, but at fortify.com you can order it. And what you do is you just scrub your eyelashes with it at night, really good, use a warm washcloth, your fingers or a Q-tip, then rinse really good with warm water, then apply a thin layer and rub it into the eyelashes and go to bed. So you clean them first, rinse, then apply a thin layer of it and go to bed with it on your eyes. And I bet you call me back, a few weeks later, telling me that things are a lot better. But combined with some heat, some hot compresses also. So clean them and heat them. And then finally, the last thing, and we've talked about omega-3 on this program forever, a good triglyceride form omega-3 fish oil, like the Fortify Super Omega, is going to be beneficial. That gets into the glands and it helps keep them from getting clogged. So we clean them, we heat them, and we nutrify them. That's the triple whammy against what you got going on, and I bet you it helps.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Dr. Lange.
All right, Andy. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Coming in loud and clear in Fort Myers, it sounds like. All right, we got this fixed now. We can answer just about any and all questions, so give me a call, 1-866-977-4820. If Bob's still listening, hopefully I went over your question, which I assume was the question regarding immune compromisation after cancer treatment, especially after you've had chemo and radiation, because I know the last two calls I said we were going to talk about that, so that's why we did. Let's go back to the phones. Craig and Hernando, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Doc. Hey, listen, I had my eyes done back in March, cataract surgery, and the problem I'm having is when I look out and I move, it only happens like when you move your eyes slightly, I get this clear veil that keeps flashing over my eyes, okay? And so what they recommended me for to do was, well, you got dry eyes probably, and they had me put the warm compresses on there, erythromycin, wash the eyelids, and they mentioned about you might have that brucitis, whatever you called it. But I don't get no crust on my eyes. I don't get no buildup in my eyes when I wake up in the morning. My eyes are nice and clean, okay? So I did the erythromycin for 10 days, I did the warm compresses, scrub the eyelashes, and so on and so forth, which I don't think that has anything to do with it. And I get this clear, this translucent veil that flashes over here. It's very distracting. Okay, you can see through it, but it's milky. That's only when you move the eye.
Yeah.
And I get from indirect lighting, like if I'm inside the house and get indirect lighting from the window, I get the reflection of my lens reflecting back at me that they put in there. They told me that's what it is, okay?
Right.
And they said maybe with time they'll eventually go away, or your brain makes an adjustment for it. But again, it's very disturbing. And do you have any suggestions?
Yeah, that does not sound like it's related to blepharitis or to dry eye, okay? It sounds to me like you have what we call a posterior vitreal detachment, and this is very common after cataract surgery. It's actually quite normal. It's when the gel in your eye pulls loose. The gel is in a translucent bag that connects to the retina via something called glial tissue. It's kind of like the glue. And this pulls loose. When it pulls loose, you're going to have this almost translucent, clear, but a little bit cloudy fog that comes in your line of sight. And it will move in front of your line of sight. And you look to the left, you look to the right, you'll notice it kind of wave in front of you.
Yep,
okay?
it crosses over diagonally across your eye. It's like a floating cloud.
It's exactly. You got a posterior vitreal detachment.
How do you get rid of that?
Google that when you get off the radio.
I don't have a computer, so give me an idea what I would do to...
All right, so at this point in time, you do absolutely nothing, okay? Because it's going to take time. Now, how long ago did you have the cataract surgery?
Both eyes back in March, a week apart, and I did go back for post-op on it. They said my eyes look fine. There's no tears in there. Everything checks out fine.
Yeah, so it's not,
I do get a little lightning bolt or a little flash in the left eye. That seems to be. It's not as bad as it was. It seems to be dissipating.
Right. So it hasn't been 6 months yet, and so that lightning bolt is all. It's a combination of what's going on. What happens is the vitreous, when it pulls in your eye and it moves around, it tugs on the retina. When it tugs on the retina, you get a flash of light. Okay,
so that clear cloud, eventually, hopefully, I'll go away with time.
It takes time, and gravity will slowly pull it down out of your line of sight, and it will be less noticeable. If it gets worse, you need to talk to your retina specialist because they can remove it. However, there's an old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You don't want anybody to touch it surgically unless it got to the point where it was really bad and really impairing your vision. So it will get better, I promise.
Now, what about the implant reflecting back at you? You can see the round disc.
Yeah,
will that go away with time?
That, and you probably notice that more in dim illumination when your pupils dilate at nighttime when you're driving.
Or if you get up at night and you go to the kitchen clock's on the stove, and you turn a little sideways and you can see it reflecting back at you.
Right. I agree with your doctor also. Give it time because your brain will adapt and it will get better.
Okay.
If it doesn't, then the doctor can prescribe a certain drop that constricts your pupil a little bit and will help that condition be less noticeable.
So you say about, we're almost at a 6 month point now. So what do you say, maybe within a year?
Yep. I would say within a year, both of those symptoms are gone within a year, and you let me know.
Okay, thank you, Doc.
All right, take care. Bye-bye. And maybe sooner. All right, you're listening to Ask the Doctor. I'm your host, Dr. Michael Lange of the Lange Eye Institute and Fortify Vitamins. All right, I got a really cool YouTube channel you can go to and watch some YouTube video. Actually, any of these videos usually can watch on there. And the YouTube channel is Ocular Health Channel. So Ocular Health Channel under YouTube, and you can check out a lot of these videos. And also some of my racing videos I post up there, some of the good ones. So I gotta brag a little bit. I was out at Sebring last Saturday, Sebring International Raceways, and did quite well. I had my personal best. I actually put some new Ballinger headers and a cat-free exhaust system on the car and some Forge Line wheels with Michelin slicks. Just changing the tires. Remember, the Viper ACR Extremes come with Kumo almost race tires. They're street legal, but they're almost not street legal. Simply by changing the tires and putting the headers on, my lap time, which was good to begin with at 2:28, went to 2:19. So now I'm turning some very fast lap times, and this is in a production car, as fast as anybody in a production car has done at Sebring. So I had to toot my horn a little bit. Next Saturday, going back and doing another race day at Sebring, I want to try to get down to about 2:15 lap time. My goal is 2:10. Whether I can do it with this production car or not, it'll be probably pretty difficult, but I might have to do some more engine modifications. But I'll keep y'all posted. I'm having a lot of great fun. I got to tell you, every now and then you got a need for speed, but it releases adrenaline and beta endorphin, and that's true anti-aging. All right. Remember, solar eclipse. Do not look at the solar eclipse on Monday. If you've got some ISO certified solar eclipse special viewing glasses, you can do that, but don't look at it unless you have those. Also, I want to talk about protection of the eye before we take the next phone call. Children and adults that have had cataract surgery, the two most important times in your life to actually wear blue protecting glasses. So blue light defense, blue light shield. You can go to bluelightdefense.com and learn about it. These glasses block the harmful blue light that's coming from your computer, your iPhone, the sunshine, the LED lighting, the fluorescent lighting that actually causes havoc on your visual system and your sleep patterns. So a good blue light defense lens is crucial because at a very young age, the human crystalline lens is clear. That blue light goes right through and can fry your retina at a very young age. Also, when you get older and you've had cataract surgery, now you have implants that do not block the blue light. So that's why it's crucial. All of us should be wearing it, but those are the two most crucial times in your life. Also, taking a little supplement I developed, or a supplement that has the same ingredients in it, called Fortify Focus. Fortify Focus is what I call triple carotenoid therapy. It has, actually, it's quadruple carotenoid therapy because it has lutein zeaxanthin isomers, which also has mesozeaxanthin in it, and astaxanthin. Those 3 or 4 carotenoids actually impregnate into the retina, improving macular pigment density. This is like an internal sunscreen and an internal blue blocking screen. So if your kids aren't going to wear the blue filtering lenses and you're not, at least you can take one little black and red pill a day called Fortify Focus. My 11-year-old daughter's been taking it for years. My 89-year-old parents take it, and hundreds of thousands of people throughout the world have been taking it now for the last 6 years. So it's called Fortify Focus. I was the first to put it in a fish gelatin and using non-GMO organic olive oil as a delivery system. So it is based on some great studies, the Llama 1 and Llama 2 studies, the last study, and a bunch of other studies proving that the exact ratio that we have in the Fortify Focus does work. So think about that. Fortify Focus for your kids, for you, for anybody and everybody at any age, and blue light defense glasses. All right, let's go back to the phones. I think we got Steve and Bradenton back. Steve, thanks for calling back. Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm hanging in there. What about yourself?
Well, Thursday morning I had the secondary cataract lasering done.
Good.
And the next day and today, I can't hardly see at all. I'm probably about 2,200. I went in to see the doctor yesterday, and he said it was the cornea got dried out, and it's going to take a few days for it to get saturated again.
Okay, so you could probably...
Does that sound right? Could it be anything else?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Your cornea can dehydrate, and you can develop what we call a superficial punctate keratitis and even corneal edema, and that will cause your vision to be definitely decreased. So, your ophthalmologist will determine, he can look at there and say, yes, the laser was successful, and it is the cornea. Obviously, that you have retinal problems as well. So, but that is a safe laser that does not go back to the retina. So I would venture to say it's not the retina, and it very well could be your cornea. So I'm sure they've got you using plenty of lubricating eye drops, drinking plenty of fluids, water, hydrating, taking your omega-3. All that will help. And it's only been since Thursday. So you're going to have some post-operative inflammation on Friday and Saturday, and today's Saturday. So it should start to improve. It really should. End of Saturday and Sunday, by Monday, you should be doing better.
That's pretty much what he said. He's got me on the Olafaxin, and he's got me on about 4 different drops, the Prolenza, and he said plenty of preservative-free eye drops, which I've got yours, which I can't, Oasis. I'm
Good.
using that.
Oasis is the best, and you can literally flood your eyes with that. You cannot overuse it. Oasis Tears Plus, you can literally put in every hour if you want. And you probably want to do that for a dry eye, at least, the first few days.
Does the lasering process actually dry out the cornea? Is that why it's dry?
Well, it can, especially if your cornea was dry to begin with, because your eye is held open for a little while they're doing that laser. and that can dry it out even more. So absolutely.
Okay. All righty. Well, I feel a little bit better now.
Good. You hang in there.
All righty. Thank you, sir.
All right, Steve. Keep me posted.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, Steve's been a long-time caller as well. Not as long as Bob, though. All right. Phone lines are open. 1-866-977-4820. Hopefully we're coming in loud and clear up in Lake City area, Valdosta, Georgia, Ocala, Gainesville, the Villages. We're broadcasting from Genesis Communications. That's News Talk 820 out of Safety Harbor, Tampa Bay area, Palm Harbor. Oh, where the heck are we? Largo, actually, is where we're at. And also the Sky 97.3 FM should be picking us up. So give me a call. Let me know if we're coming in loud and clear. 1-866-977-4820. That's 1-866-977-4820. Also, you can go to my website. That's simply drmichaellang.com. And then you can go to the social media section, and you can follow me on, Twitter, Google+, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram. So you can sign up, follow me on that. A lot of times I give, a 10-hour window with some great discount codes for the Fortify vitamins and now the Paleo Simplified as well. And remember the Ocular Health channel. Sign up, subscribe to the Ocular Health channel. Some of the videos are long. You don't have to watch the whole thing, but you can subscribe, and some of the videos are short and sweet. Also, I have another YouTube channel. It's just Dr. Michael Lang on YouTube, and that has a lot shorter videos on there. Some just quick videos of what's going on during the day sometimes. All right. One more thing I want to talk about here. This has gotten a lot of activity. I'm holding up in front of you people that are following us on Facebook right now, and this is called the Lange Diet Plan. I developed this over years of research, and the average patient, when they follow the Lange Diet Plan, is actually losing 6 pounds a week. So if you follow it, and it talks about some 20 minutes of cardiovascular exercise, how much water to drink, sleep, things like that. And when you combine this Lange Diet Plan or lifestyle, it actually shows you every meal, tells you the recipes and everything on it. The average person has been losing literally 6 pounds a week. It's got a lot of fermented foods in it, some probiotics and enzymes that help you to lose a lot of this impacted weight that's in your gut. It helps it come out. So it works. It is paleo, it is gluten-free, and it is FODMAP-free as well. So it's something that I put a lot of work into. It's a nutritional anti-aging type of diet filled with antioxidants from the specific foods that you eat in here. It's not like the Atkins diet or a low-carb diet. It's not like that at all. It's an anti-aging diet you can be on for the rest of your life, but you get down to your ideal body weight. I developed it for patients with macular degeneration, diabetics, and people that are overweight, and now it's something everybody's using. You can just simply Google Lange Diet Plan on Google. It comes up number one, or you can go to fortify.com or drmichaellang.com and learn more about it. All right, let's see what we got. Dun, 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 dun. Michael in Lake City, good morning.
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
I'm hanging in there, and yourself?
Good. Get me go mow the yard. Hey, two things on this Eclipse. One, I've got a really good welding helmet. One, is that protection enough?
Yeah, I mean, that certainly is better than just a pair of sunglasses, but I would not look at it with a welding helmet. No, indeed, I would not. No. If you wanted to gaze at it for like an eighth of a second with a welding helmet, I think you'd be fine. But you need to have those ISO-approved special glasses that are made for it, or just look at it indirectly through your camera or something like that.
Okay. The second one, somebody said they took a garbage can and filled it full of water and then looked at it that way into the reflection.
Right.
Would that be safe?
You could do that even in a mirror, but the thing is, if you look at it in a mirror, you can't let that reflection go back into your retina because that would damage your retina. So if you looked at it very indirectly in a window or a mirror, you'd probably be safe. I think the simplest thing to do is, and if you look just peripheral viewing, okay, if you're looking over it way to the right and you just see it a little bit, you'll probably be okay. But best thing is to wear those special glasses that are made, or to just video it and then look at it later.
Yeah, I just thought that trash can one sounded a little dangerous because like, well, if it reflects the light, wouldn't it reflect the bad rays?
Well, that's exactly right, Mike. You know, you will potentially get it reflected right back into your eye. That's the same thing with the mirror. So you got to be very careful.
Yeah, I didn't like that idea. I just heard that on the radio from somebody else the other day, and I'm like, that just didn't sit right.
Nah, it will burn your retina. I mean, I've seen patients that have solar retinopathy from years ago, and it's not a good thing. I mean, you can actually see an imprint of the solar eclipse on the back of the retina, and that it can be blinding. I mean, not totally blinding, but you can lose your central vision, and it ain't going to come back.
Wow. Yeah, I used to have a trailer business where they did a lot of welding, and I watched people where they weld and not be protected, and it made their eyes look really weird, and they basically sunburnt their eyes, and it was not a pretty thing for them at all.
Yeah, Michael, are we coming in on 97.3 FM or 820 AM?
Sky.
Sky. Okay.
You know, that's the only one I listen to.
Good deal. Good deal.
You take care, and I thank you for that. And see you when we're in Daytona, man.
All right, hang in there, brother. Bye-bye.
Take care.
All right, let's see. We've got a lot of people on hold. Let's see. I think Chuck is next. Chuck, also in Lake City. Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, Dr. Lange. A long time.
It has been.
It's Chuck Dees. I was your patient about 16 years in Gainesville. I was the guy that had the retinitis pigmentosa. I used to come in to see you quite often.
Absolutely. I know exactly who you are, Chuck.
But I'm not calling for myself. I got a son he lives in Tallahassee. He had called me this morning. He had cataract surgery about 5 years ago. And 2 years later, he had to have the protein removed from the lens, and he went to and he got his eyesight really bad. His contracts, he can't drive now. His eyesight is so bad, so he went to the doctor yesterday, and he thought they could remove the protein again, but the doctor told him there's nothing they could do for him. He's got the implants, of course.
Right. So. Yeah, that protein is actually what we call posterior subcapsular haze, and once you've had a laser done to remove that one time, you can't do it twice. Usually it's done correctly the first time. Now, does he by any chance have RP?
No, he doesn't, Dr. Lange. He doesn't have RP.
And he's having decreased vision, though, right?
Well, he can't even drive now. He's a contractor, so he's in a mine right now. And I just wondered if he could come down to see you. Is there anything you could do for him? The doctor told him yesterday there's nothing that he could do. He says, nothing I can do for you. And I wonder if they could even implant new lens or something or anything.
I've never, ever told anybody there isn't anything that can be done. I've never told anybody that yet. So there's always hope. There's always something that potentially can be done. First of all, we got to find out the underlying etiology, why he's not seeing well. So this got to be pretty straightforward. He's got to either have something going on in his macula, as in macular degeneration, something going on with his cornea, or something, if the eye is perfectly healthy, then it's got to be posterior to the eye, either in the optic nerve or in the brain. So I pretty much guarantee I can at least figure out what's going on, and then we can determine what needs to be done. If any type of surgical intervention, nutritional therapy, injectable therapy, a lot of times with certain forms of edema and swelling of the retina, we can do certain types of injections in the eye that can help dramatically. And then the combination of things like specific carotenoid therapy via a supplement and injectables works very well. So without seeing him, it's hard to say, but, you know, Lake City to the village is just a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah, well, he lives in Tallahassee, but he wouldn't object to coming down to see you. So I'll just call your office or have him call your office and try to set something up.
All right, and just make sure it's on. It sees me, because a lot of times the front desk and the call center is going to try to put you on another doctor. Say nope, it's going to see Dr. Lange only.
And very quickly, nothing's happening with RP right now, is it, Dr. Lange? Nothing new or...
Well, the things that you're probably already aware of, you know, not too long ago, they got FDA approval of the Argus 2 microchip bionic eye.
Right.
And but you still want, I think still it's a good idea to hold off on doing anything like that, because they're making that...
experimental right now, isn't it?
Right. It is still relatively experimental, and they're going to own in on that, just like the cell phones. You know, cell phones from 10 years ago are not what they are today. So they're going to literally, and I've been saying this for a few years, but it's going to become mainstream, and I'm hoping over the next few years. I really am.
Okay. Let's hope for the best. And thank you for your time, and I'll have him call your office.
All right, Chuck, you hang in there.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye now.
Bye-bye. Yeah, he's been a patient of mine for many years, back in the day when I owned the Gainesville office. So once again, the Lange Institute is where I hail from now. Keeps me plenty busy. Here's the phone number for the Lange Institute in the Villages, 352-753-4014. 352-753-4014. And then also Monday through Friday, you can call 4 to 5 Vitamins. Anything I talk about in this program, usually they are aware and they can discuss it with you, or they can always contact me. But 4 to 5 Vitamins, 866-503-9746. That's 866-503-9746. You can learn a lot about Fortify Vitamins and Paleo Simplified at fortify.com. All right, let's go back to the phones. Stan and Largo, thanks for holding.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, I follow you on Twitter, and I've been enjoying your videos down at Sebring. That's pretty cool.
All right, cool dude.
Yeah, I was wondering, I've been hearing about a supplement that you can buy, online anywhere, CBD oil.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering if you had any knowledge of the. I got a friend that's been taking it for like back pain,
right?
And he says it's really helped him out a lot. I'm just wondering if you had any knowledge of it.
Yeah, so CBD oil has become very vogue recently, and that's basically cannabis oil. What they take the stuff from the marijuana that makes you high, they take that out, basically, the stuff that you can buy over the counter now. Now, you can go, and I got to tell you, I think the jury is still out. I haven't seen any great studies that prove that it really works well. However, now the CBD oil can come in different levels of potency, and if you get it prescribed, because now there's medical marijuana laws here in the state of Florida, if you go into a doctor that prescribes it, then you can basically get a higher concentration, something that's a little more potent. That there are some pretty interesting studies out there. So once again, the stuff you can buy over the counter, I don't know. I can't comment enough on it. I think a lot of people are getting a placebo effect from some of that. But the stuff that's stronger legitimately does have some clinical backing, and it does work. So if you see a physician that's in tune with this and they prescribe it, I think it's definitely better than just buying the stuff, at the flea market, because they actually are selling some of this at the flea market now. You got to be very careful what you get. You got to wonder if it's not regulated. If this type of thing isn't regulated by the industry, then what are you actually getting? But it's not going to hurt you to try it. I mean, I've had patients that have said it's been a miracle for them, but I'm wondering if I gave them a placebo, if they would have gotten the same effects.
Yeah, that makes sense. I get you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks for the info.
All right, take care. Yeah, medical marijuana. It's interesting. A friend of mine was one of the first physicians to be able to prescribe that in Florida, and he's actually an ophthalmologist and a corneal specialist and into anti-aging. And he said, rapidly, my waiting room was packed, but it was packed with the wrong clientele. He said they looked like, the crew from the 60s, I guess. And everybody had back pain and was wanting medical marijuana. And he had to stop doing it because it wasn't all the hoops he had to jump through, the paperwork nightmare. I mean, actually, you can prescribe a narcotic that has potentially horrendous effects and just write a prescription for it. But then yet these people that are prescribing medical marijuana, it's really made it very difficult for them. And who knows, maybe they're going to change those laws. I'm not an advocate or a non-advocate right now. I'm still standing on the fence on it. All right, phone lines are open, 1-866-977-4820, 1-866-977-4820. We got time for a few more calls. You can certainly give me a call. Remember, any question regarding your vision, eye care, or a nutritionally related topic, I am live. This is the middle of August, 1-866-977-4820. August 26th, next week, I will be at Sebring. So we're going to run a tape. Once again, sorry, last week I ran a tape, but I got to tell you, 55 years of age, I finally found something that I really enjoy. And so I'm going to do it. So every now and then we're going to run some tapes. It's just as simple as that, unless we start doing this on Sundays or, maybe I'll go back to doing it drive time daily. I used to do that. And a lot of you picked me up when I was out of Tampa Bay Monday through Friday. Actually, it's Monday through Sunday. I was on every single day live, except Sunday was a tape. I had no life then. All right. What are we going to talk about? We talked about the Lange diet. Oh, I want to briefly talk about contact lenses. So all of you out there that have tried contact lenses in the past, you may want to try again. We got some amazing contact lenses. I got to tell you, Bausch & Lomb has really gotten their act together when it comes to contacts. They make a lens called Bausch & Lomb Ultra. Very cost effective. This is a monthly replacement lens. It actually improves the optics of the eye, doesn't dry out at the end of the day, and they make it for everybody. For presbyopia, a multifocal. They make it for nearsighted and farsighted and astigmatic people. So go into your local optometrist, ask for Bausch & Lomb Ultra. Also, Bausch & Lomb makes some great one-day disposables. Everybody has one-day disposables on the market that are pretty good now. But from a cost-effective standpoint, you can't beat the Bausch & Lomb Ultra. If you come to the Lange Eye Institute, we actually have a $100 rebate. You pay $60 a box, so that's 4 boxes. That's $240. You get $100 back from the company. You're netting $140 for a year's supply of the best contact lens on the market. Nobody is given that deal. You can't get that on the internet. You can't get it anywhere, but you can get it at the Lange Eye Institute. So remember, that's Bausch & Lomb Ultra. The drive to the Lange Eye Institute isn't that far if you're listening to my voice right now. All right, let's go back to the phones. Linda in Sun City Center, good morning.
Good morning. I had written you an email, and I didn't hear back from you. I know you're a busy guy, but I recently was diagnosed with epithelial membrane basement cornea dystrophy.
So EBMD. Okay, one reason you haven't heard back from me, you probably were emailing me at idude92@aol.com. So what you need to do is take my new email down, all of my listeners, idude92@icloud.com. So,
okay, gotcha.
Yep.
I got it.
And so the problem with AOL lately, and all my friends have been having the same issue. They keep sending me every 2 days telling me to change my password, change my password, change my password. And that's crazy. I'm not going to do it every 2 days. So I haven't checked my AOL now in probably 3 weeks.
I know you used to be so quick about it. I said, well, there's got to be a reason. I thought I'd mention it. Okay.
All right. So
but I'm just curious about this epithelial membrane basement cornea dystrophy thing.
Right. So EBMD is not that uncommon. It's when you have a condition that affects the outer layer of your eye called the cornea and the epithelial layer, the very outer layer that a contact lens would rest on. It's when you have an irregular surface. Another name for this is map dot fingerprint dystrophy because it looks like a fingerprint or a map on your cornea. The main thing is many patients with this are asymptomatic. They have no problems and they don't even know they have it. But as we mature, after the age of 50, you'll start to have symptoms. The eyes will feel sandy, gritty, burn, tear, itch. Dry eye symptomology will be aggravated by this. So for this condition, I recommend using Oasis Tears Plus that you can get off the Fortify.com website. And I'd use it 4 times a day. I would also take a good omega-3 form fish oil in the triglyceride form, like Fortify Super Omega. I would take 2 a day. The combination of the Oasis Tears and the omega-3 will help the lubricating properties and help reduce the inflammation that is related to this condition in your cornea, and it really will help considerably. And that's all you really have to do. It's probably not going to progress, and if you do that, it'll stay about the stable until you have 2 feet in the grave. There is things that we can do. I mean, we can actually take a laser and resurface your cornea. It's relatively painful and it's expensive. And so there's an old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you just simply get away with the tears and the omega-3 and you're asymptomatic, you'll be fine. Also, you can have your doctor put plugs in your drainage ducts. That's called punctal occlusion or punctal plugs or punctal implants, and it's covered by your insurance. And what that does, that allows your tears to stay on your eye longer so it doesn't drain out. It's like putting a stopper in the bathtub, but we're putting a stopper in your drainage ducts in your eyes. That will bathe your eye in your natural tears, helping to reduce any of the symptomology and reduce any progression of this entity.
Okay, he had told me, the doctor said something about severe pain that can last for days because of the nerves being exposed from this. I mean,
right. Well, that's if your eyes get really dry on top of that. Remember, you blink 30,000 times a day, and if your eyes are dry to begin with, then you're going to slough off epithelial cells, and yes, you will have these bare nerves that can be very painful. So the 3 things I told you about, the Oasis Tears Plus, the omega-3, and what was the other one? I said omega-3, Oasis Tears Plus.
The only other thing I wrote down was the plugs implant.
Oh, yeah, and the plugs. That's exactly right. So those things, you probably will be fine, and you probably won't have this sharp, serious pain. If you do have that sharp, serious pain, then that's related to the condition. And if it became a big problem, then we got to go to the next step. But I would say 99% of all my patients with this condition, if you do what I just talked about, never have a problem.
Super. Thank you so much.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Let's see. We got time to take a few more questions. Let's see. We're going to go back to, I think, Sue. Sue in Ocala. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I was going to ask you, what is this thing you talk about for the back?
For the bark?
Somebody called.
For the what?
For the back, that you can get, have to do with warm or something like that. What is it exactly? Where do you get it?
For the back? And you're not for the back?
Big. Yeah.
Back, B-A-C-K?
I don't know. Somebody just called and you tell them that you can get it in the flea market, whatever.
Oh, CBD oil. Yeah, okay, I understand. Yeah, people that have back pain are always.
So what do you do? You drink it?
Well, it depends. Some of it comes in pills. Some of it comes in lotions and oils that you rub into your skin. So you can take it, ingest it orally, and you can rub it into your skin. And it's very vogue at a lot of the nutritional conferences. There's a CBD oil booth. Every other booth, everybody's trying to get on the medical marijuana bandwagon, okay? And so,
but if it's too much, it's going to be bad, it'll be affect, people like to copy things and stuff.
Sure. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of copycats and a lot of placebos out there that are doing absolutely nothing. And that's why I recommended talking to your physician about it and getting a prescription for something that legitimately might have some benefits versus some of this stuff that could be watered down so much that it's just taking money out of your pocketbook. But once again, I'm not a total expert in this yet. I've tried it on my legs, on my knee. I have a bad knee, and I tried it for a period of time, and it did absolutely nothing. Now, maybe I needed to use it longer, all right? But I used it for about 3-4 weeks, a month straight, and it didn't help at all. So
it wouldn't help with the swollen feet or knee.
Once again, I'm not an expert in this area yet. I'm going to do a little bit more research, but I don't think it would help much. I really don't. Not at the levels that you can buy over the counter, okay?
Well, it's maybe cannot help if everybody sells it, then it's no good because everybody wants to make the money and they have the name, but they don't have the product.
Right, exactly. And I think it's probably relatively safe. I don't think it's going to hurt you. Well, I hope not. But, this whole industry is just emerging. I mean, it's just emerging. So, it'll pan out and the good stuff will stay up and the bad stuff will be gone. So we'll find out over the next year or two.
What it's called? What they call it?
CBD oil. C as in Catherine, B as in baby, D as in dog.
CBD?
Yes.
That's all?
That's
CBD?
That's it. CBD. All right.
Oh.
And you will see some sites about it. It sounds like the best thing since sliced bread, and it's a cure-all. But remember, you can't believe everything you hear. All right.
What is any? It's not me, but somebody have a knee swollen for no reason whatsoever, and it's getting so big, and he doesn't want to go to his healthy minded, and he's trying all this healthy stuff. It doesn't work. What can he do?
Oh, that's the music. We got to get off. We have to talk about that later, okay?
Oh, okay. Bye-bye.
We'll take more calls next week. Thanks for tuning in and listening. Ask the Doctor. I'm out of here. Have a great day. God bless you.